Welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, today we're going to say, screw the malts. We're just going to brew with hops. No, but it's okay. We're going to do 4 West Coast IPAs. I'm going to use a little bit more than 20 ounces of hops. It's for 12 gallons total. So we'll have 4 different 3-gallon batches of a West Coast IPA, and then we're going to compare them with different yeasts. Yes, you heard me. We're going to compare them. Don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. Definitely appreciate the sharing. I've got a lot of great hops. They're getting a little aged, and I want to get them done and get them used, and I can buy some more. You know what I mean? That's how that works. But we're going to have fun today. I've been dying to make a West Coast IPA for a couple months now, and it's hilarious. I'm looking out there, and everybody's got West Coast IPAs coming out, and I was already planning this weekend, planning it last weekend, but it had to work. So this weekend to get all this done. So we're going to have an insane amount of hops. We're going to have a lot of fun, and the flavors should just be amazing. Now, you know, I didn't color outside of the lines on this one, but I do brew for what I like to drink. It's the way it is. So I'm going to give you what we have in a 6-gallon batch, which will be cut into 2 3-gallon batches. So there'll be 4 3-gallon batches with 4 different White Labs yeasts that we're going to compare in the end, and that'll be on the taste test video. But let me just give you a quick rundown. The grain bill is very small. It's only about 12 pounds, and you're thinking, 6 gallons, it seems a little light. It actually works out to around 7.2% ABV, and I'll explain because we're going to throw something in there to tailor it to my taste. We got 10 pounds of Golden Promise. I know Pale Two-Row is a big thing, but Golden Promise from a lot of the big breweries are talking about, you know, Golden Promise will give you a little bit nicer flavor. Just, you know, try it, pushing it. So I'm like, you know what? I like Golden Promise. So we're going to do 10 pounds of Golden Promise. We're going to do 12 ounces of carapils. Want to get a nice body, nice head on this. And I went a little high on the carapils because I'm going to add something else in there that's going to take away some of that body. 6 ounces of caramel malt 40. Then I have 4 ounces of 60. The color wasn't quite within the range, and I wanted to push the color up just a tiny bit, so that's where with the 4 ounces, or you can say 2 ounces for 3 gallons, but 4 ounces of caramel or crystal malt 60. Then I have 6 ounces of Victory Malt. If you've seen some of my other beers, you know I like a little bit of that caramely biscuit. So I got 6 ounces of Victory Malt, and then 4 ounces of acidulated or acid malt. Here's the part that's going to dry it out a bit, which is why I like it dry, is I got 1 pound of corn sugar. And that was one of the reasons for me pushing up my carapils from like 8 to 12, because I felt 12 was a little bit better to counteract some of the thinning that the corn sugar will do, but it will also bring my final gravity down a little bit and give me a slightly drier beer, which is something I'm shooting for. Now you can take all of what I just said and multiply it by 2. So yeah, 24 pounds total, but really it's 12 in a 6-gallon batch because we're gonna have 2 Anvil Foundries going side by side, each of them doing 6 gallons. We'll split them down to 3 gallons, and then we're going to do some dry hopping. Now, typical for a West Coast IPA, you start with some bittering and then you do some layering. I got a lot of hops and I need to get going through them. So screw the bittering. We're just gonna go straight for the layering at the very end and only 2 layers. Yeah, you heard me, only 2 layers. Thought about doing a whirlpool, but I'm really kind of against it right now. We're only gonna have a 10-minute and a 5-minute addition, and then we'll have lots of dry hopping. But the 10-minute addition will be 1 ounce of Centennial, 1 ounce of Mosaic, 1 ounce of Simcoe, and then we'll have 4 5-minute additions, which is going to be Amarillo, Centennial again, Galaxy, and Simcoe again. Galaxy is a very hard hop to get a hold of unless you pay a premium for it, and I didn't want to do that, so that's the way it is. Now, what are we going to dry hop it with? I've got a ton of cryo hops, and I'm going to blow through them. Not sure about the Columbus one. I'm still debating on that one just because of the flavor profile. I'm shooting for something very citrusy with a little resin and pine, just a hint of that peppery or spice going on too, which would be really nice. And I'm not putting any rye in here. Yeah, I thought about it, but yeah, I'm not gonna put any rye. We're gonna dry hop it with Mosaic, Simcoe, and I've got lots of Mosaic and Simcoe, and I've got some Amarillo, and I'm debating, like I said, on the Columbus. And yeah, I've got lots of Simcoe and Mosaic. So I'm very happy, very excited about the dry hopping. I think that's really just gonna make those citrus and all those flavors and aromas just burst out, which is gonna be great. What is the yeast? What am I pitching? Yes, I know everybody's thinking. Well, I did a lot of research on this and I decided, you know, I'm going to revisit some, but I'm really wanted to go to what I consider kind of rock solid IPA, and there was a few more out there, but rock solid IPA yeast that White Labs recommends for an IPA. Number one, we know where it's coming. California 001. Yeah, it's the go-to. Then one of my favorites, California 5 or 051. I like it a lot. I feel it gives off a little ester and just really complements the hops really nicely. Then we're using our San Diego Super Yeast 090. Usually gives us a lot more bittering, and we'll see how that works out. I'm trying to keep the IBUs, actually with all those hops, I'm trying to keep the IBUs around 60. I don't really want to push over the 60 because I don't want it to be a complete bitter bomb. I like it somewhere between the 50s and the 60, right around 60. Anything over 60 starts getting really bitter. And sometimes I want a really crazy bitter beer, but yeah, that's not what I'm shooting for today. And here's the last one. And this is one I haven't used, and I did some research and I was quite impressed with it actually. And of course, I already forgot one of the yeasts that goes with it, but it's okay. It's a blend. It's American 060. I read about it and I was very impressed. What it is, it's actually a blend of yeasts. It's California 001, California 051 or California 5, and a lager yeast, which I can't remember if it's 830 or something like that, but it's a lager yeast. And they've taken those three yeasts, put them together. And I was reading about this guy who he's brewing all this stuff and he's on this forum. He's talking about, I've tried this White Lab 060 and I tried it for this, I tried it for that. I think it's just a great all around great yeast for American styles. And I'm thinking, might be why it's called American 060. So kind of entertaining. He never mentioned that anywhere in the top until he got to the bottom, and I'm thinking, duh. So we have our two Anvil Foundries, 10.5s with recirc. We have our Jaded Scyllas. Got my paddle. I got to grind up some grains real quick. Got the water, and we're going to start brewing. So let's have some fun. Okay, I've set them both up so you can see them. This one's still heating up. I can't do them both at the exact same time, so I've got to space them out a little bit. We're at 151. We're looking to do 150 as our mash temp. We've got the brewing salts. I'm covering them so they don't go blowing away because it's kind of windy out here. And I'll put the brewing salts up here. They match the same as the West Coast IPA from Green Flash. If you've ever had that beer, it's a very, very good West Coast IPA. Great example. So, yeah, I just lost my brewing paddle. Okay, I got the small batch adapter in there, as usual. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get mashed in. We'll speed this part up. I am going to dump in some rice hulls just for safety. Don't really have any grains in here that are going to cause much of a stuck mash, but I haven't had one yet on this, so we're good. And with the wind, I'm going to be very careful when putting some of my grains in. That's way too fast. Let's turn that bad boy down. A little slow. Crank it up a tiny bit. That's pretty nice right there. I'm good with that. And then we're down to 150. So I'm going to start the little timer here. Probably here past 90-minute mash. So it's 75 minutes. And then last 10 minutes, we'll do the 168 and mash out. Green basket, small batch adapter, we're all good. Go ahead and drop a little rice hulls in there. Put the rice hulls in, almost forgot to put the brewing salts in, so we're gonna go ahead and mix them in with the rice hulls. It'll be fine, just can't believe I did that either, but hey, got a lot going on. Okay, I apologize for the bird who's squawking their head off. We're gonna get mashed in over here. We're at 150 and we're doing good. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Okay, I had to kick it up to 60% to keep up close to the 150. It's at 149. This one's at 60. It's at 150, so it's close enough. Got about 30 seconds before we go to 168 for 10 minutes and then mash out. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull her on up. Off. we're gonna let that drain for a little while. Okay, we got 10 minutes here. So we'll go to 168. Starting a 10-minute countdown here on the 168. I'll bring that down to 85%. I got my gallon here to Sparge, so we're at 170 on the Sparge water. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna let that drip for a minute. I'm gonna go heat up the Sparge water for that. Okay, we got 1 minute. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kick this up to a boil. Yeah, I may be moving to the feet soon. That was an absolute pain in the backside. I don't know why, I just did not want to cooperate. Last time, I got it just perfect, pulled it straight up, said, all good. This time, not so much. There we go, very nice boil. And we're gonna start our 90-minute countdown. Last 10 minutes, we got a hop addition. Last 5 minutes, we got a lot of additions. Okay, we're coming up to a boil on this one. This one's been going for about 15, 17 minutes, according to what I'm looking at on the side. Not sure if you can see the ripples beneath. It's getting ready to break here any minute. And here comes the foam. Here we go, and we are breaking. So I'm gonna stop filming and start stirring before I have a foam over, but looks pretty good. And after a nice little stir, we are good. We'll let that go and I'll start the 90-minute timer. Okay, we have our 10-minute hop addition. 3 ounces, it smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my Whirlfloc tablet in early. And my yeast nutrient. Four ounces, last hop addition. That's 7 ounces of hops. Great hops, they smell f***ing amazing. Almost forgot I got a pound of corn sugar. 1 pound. There's another pound. Stir that up before it sticks to the bottom and burns. Okay, we're at 145. We're dropping temperature quick. We'll be down in no time. No clue what that is. And we got about 10 minutes over here before we drop the hops. The 10-minute hops and everything else. Okay, coming up on the 10-minute addition on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the corn sugar in. I'm gonna get that stirred up first. Make it a lot easier. Burnt my fingers twice a day, so my brain is not at full function. This bad boy in, drop in our 10-minute addition, which is 3 ounces of amazing hop. Go ahead and drop my Whirlfloc tablet. Looks like we're getting down. We're at 79 over there. And not have to do anything extra. Drop the rest of my yeast nutrient in. Get some more of that. Looking pretty damn good over there at 76 Fahrenheit. I'm okay with that. My water probably is going to be cooler than that. 4 ounces of hops. Fucking Simcoe, Galaxy, Centennial. I mean, it smells amazing. There we go. There we go. Temp should start coming down quite rapidly. Get some agitation going. Poor man's style. Lazy man's style, really. I'm sitting at 75. I kind of want to be lazy and not chill it any colder, but we'll see if this gets down to 75 first. My body hurts. It's been a long day, very long day. And I know it may not look the same, but I measured it. I blended both batches together. We ended up at I'll double check, I'll put it up here, but I think it was something like 76.5% efficiency, and that's brew house total. Mash is a little higher, but I had a half-gallon boil off on both sides beyond what I thought I would have, although I've had that once before. So I may have to compensate when I do 6-gallon batches and just throw in an extra half-gallon of water, which shouldn't need to, but it's boiling it off pretty efficiently. So it is what it is, not a big deal. I know the green screen's probably not looking as cool as it can because these are clear. These are my 2 new, I forget what they're called, Monster Fermenters or something like that from More Beer. They replaced the one that melted, and the other one that was next to it that you didn't realize actually had some damage to, and I didn't realize it until I went to clean it and couldn't get everything out of it. It was just like cooked in. Yeah, not good. So I'm gonna pitch all 4 yeasts. I'm gonna remind you what they are. We're gonna kick them into fermentation. I'm gonna pull these off. I've got a bunch of bubblers sitting over here and a bunch of star sand. I'm gonna stick those on, the little lids, the whole 9 yards. There's things I like about these and things I don't like already, but it's all good. Gotta give them a chance. So first of all, we're gonna do our White Lab 001. I'm gonna pitch half of it. It's a 3 gallon. I know these look a little more full than these, but they're all 3 gallons. I measured them to the T. So we're 100% on the 3 gallon mark. I'm gonna open this up, which of course I guess I tweaked it on there because I had to carry it downstairs. So, yeah, I am sore. My body hurts. Got tacos or fajitas, whatever you want to call them, above. You put the fajitas in a thing, it looks like a taco, you know. So, God. Fresh 001 actually smells pretty nice. I don't remember it having a lot of smell to it. Enough. Trying to pitch exactly half of each. Honestly, I probably need to pitch a quarter, but I'd rather over pitch a little than under pitch. So we'll go with that. I'll put the bubbler on there, stick it in the fermenter. I'm gonna ferment all of these. I wanna say it right around 68 degrees Fahrenheit from what I was reading. They all have their pros and cons, but 68 is kind of the go-to that they all seem to be good with. This is 051, California 5. Oh. I was tired when I put them on, but I guess I'm more tired as I take them off. So I grab my magnet. Smells nice, smells a little fruitier. Which I told you, 051 seems to accentuate the hops even more by adding a little esters to that to complement it. Oh crap, I still gotta put the dry hops in all of them. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I got some special magnets with silicone. I'll stick those in there. I'll update you on that on the next video. Okay, it smells pretty good. Here we go. Really, really close. So I'm good there. Might be a millimeter difference. If. Okay, let's put this bad boy on. And let's not tweak it too much. Well, I kind of did that one. I'll just tweak it. Who cares? Okay, over here, we're not going to do this under pressure. Like I said, I'll take these off. I'll put the regular pieces on. They're in star sand. This is going to be 090 San Diego Super Yeast. Smells very different. Maybe a tiny hint of like 01, but very different. Nothing like 5-1. There we go. If I had to say, I'd say a little cleaner, but a little different. Won't be nice. We won't call it odd or strange. It was a little odd. It was a strange smell. Okay, this is 060, which, like I said, is a combination of 001, California, 051, California 5, and a lager yeast. So, yeah, it's starting to separate already. So, okay, smells like a mild 5-1. That's it. We're gonna get these bad boys into the fermenter, get the temperature up around 68. I know there's been some separation. I did put Clarity Ferm in all of them from White Labs. I did a half a vial in each because it's designed to be about 5 gallons for 1 vial, so it's all good. We did the Whirlfloc tablet, yeast nutrient. They've been oxygenated. Trust me, they've been oxygenated. So we can rock and roll. Thank you again for joining us here at Bitter Reality Brewing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, keep sharing. Definitely appreciate it, and look forward to the next videos when we do the taste testing and hopefully no issues, you know what I mean? So thank you very much.